And this is that high-speed MPU now on the bench. After we get done testing this, it's going to go outside for a nice wash down and some Castrol Super Clean. I have replaced the tip 102, which was causing row 7 to be inoperative. I have replaced all of the electrolytic caps on the board. C30 is sometimes indicted in resets. These 100 microfarad caps filter the plus 12, minus 12, and 5-volt power supplies. A couple over here in the audio circuits. And there's two 10 microfarad caps, 1, 2, that are sometimes indicted in audio problems. I have cleanly removed the 6116, installed a socket and an NV RAM, and I think we are good to go. Oh, I did do one more thing. This connector, as it comes from the factory with this board, is not tied to the board ground, or the solenoid ground is not tied to board ground. So I put a loop of wire on the back of that to accomplish that. So we are booted up, and let's get into test. I have one of my background soundboards attached, as you can clearly hear. Comes in handy to have that. I actually own a high speed too, and I love high speed. It's probably not one that's ever leaving my collection of games. And there is that background soundboard. Next test is sound test. So all the sound circuitry is working correctly. And if you ever need to know, or if you'd like to have an example of how the sound is supposed to work on specific System 11 games, I'm building up a library of those in the Pin Wiki. In the System 11 section, check it out sometime. Do single lamps. And the next test is coil test. Remember that System 11 nothing games like high speed do not multiplex the coils, so you will see it run through the first 16 coils and then six more that are the special solenoid circuits, and that was these. I can drive these with push buttons just like they would be driven in the game by a slingshot or a pop bumper. So let's test the switches. Going across the column. And the last switch on high speed is 52. There we go. These are the audits, and now we're into the adjustments. And we'll set it to free play. And this board set is good to go now. Back to attract mode lights. The only coil that is turned on right now is number 16, which is a coin lockout coil. This really is a Steve Ritchie classic. I am so happy that I own one of those. Thank you so much for sending it. Enjoy the game.